The threat from cybercrime is very real, and not all businesses are equipped to deal with an attack should one happen. KIC ICT offers solutions to businesses to create a safer and more secure environment. I'm delighted now to be joined by cyber spokesperson Richard Abrams from KIC ICT. Richard, welcome. What are some of the biggest cyber risks now that we're facing in the coming months and years?
So I think the main attacks we're seeing now are phishing and exploits. So phishing is when a user gets a link that looks benign, they click on it and they put in their username and password. And what's happening there is a hacker is taking those details and using it to attack other systems. Exploits are vulnerabilities in software and hardware. So one of the mobile providers today released an update to all their users, but the problem is they find out about these exploits after they've been exploited. So users have to catch up, and in many instances they don't, and they can get caught and attacked as a result.
What are some of the main trends that we're seeing now in terms of businesses being attacked?
So I think there's a growth in the social engineering. So the user gets phished and the username and password gets caught. And then what happens is they attack the supply chain. So we've seen examples recently where firms have had their supply chain exploited and defrauded, and it can be a loss of money to not only the person that got the phishing email, but also to someone downwind like a supplier or a customer. And
how exactly do these cyber criminals attack businesses?
So what they'll do is they'll send this link to a website that looks normal, and someone puts these details in, and once the hacker gains a foothold, they'll monitor the email system, they'll look at communication, they'll figure out who they're talking to, and they'll use that information to defraud other people downwind. So it may not be the person that's attacked that gets defrauded, but someone else in the supply chain.
What social engineering tactics work particularly well, would you say?
So I think a lot of these techniques actually go out with the technology stack. So it could be a phone call to a customer to say, our bank details have changed, please pay this invoice to these other bank details, and they don't double check it and they get defrauded as a result. We've seen that in umpteen cases.
And how important is the human element here?
So I think human judgment is really quite a large part of the overall solution. An IT manager can put in multiple layers of defences, but at the end of the day, if a user can't spot a website that doesn't look right, or they don't have good password practice, or they don't verify bank information, it's easy for someone to get defrauded out with the technologies that are in place to protect them.
OK, Richard Abrams from KIC ICT, many thanks for joining us. Thank you.